Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. I am just about finished with this journal. I want to show you a couple of things that I've done to it since we last saw each other. So I went ahead and finished decorating the inside. So what I did was I washi-collaged the inside and added this cute little pocket over here. Then I realized that I had this thumb notch that I cut out on this side, so I had to put a thumb notch on the pocket in the most ridiculous way possible. So anyway, this is the pocket that I put in here. I just went around it with some art glitter glue and put a little thumb notch in right here. But yes, I washi-collaged the inside of this. I wasn't very happy with the the framers tape that was showing here in the middle, and yeah, I just went ahead and washi-collaged the entire inside and the framers tape on the outside. Okay, so this is what the front and the back looks like on the outside, and this is what it looks like on the inside. I still have my little envelope tucks in here, and I went ahead and pulled these items out of this pocket and the inside pocket on the side over here, just so that I can put a little stamp on this this little label right here. I'm gonna put a little sentiment stamp on there. You know, grateful or blessed, grateful or blessed. I mean, I don't know, I'll probably pick one with my eyes closed. I'm just gonna go with blessed. Let's do that. And this is a solid stamp. It's a woodblock stamp. I think I got this at Michael's. It's a solid stamp, so all of this will be filled in, and the word blessed will be the negative of the stamp. So I'm just going to try to get some good coverage on it. Oh, that's nice. Yep, just going to get some good coverage on it and try to line it up as best as possible, center as possible, and hold it on there for as long as possible. And try to get that to all transfer nice and evenly onto this label. And then we'll decorate the outside. I pulled a couple of things that I wanted to use on the outside. Of course, now my desk is a mess and I can't find everything, but we'll see what I come up with. So I'm just going to do some traditional collaging on the outside. I'm not going to washi collage the outside. And then we'll put our signature in. And then this little journal here will be all done. I think that's plenty time. Let's see what we get. Because it's such a filled in stamp, I hate when it doesn't come out right, but I'm going to give it a go. Here we go. Not too bad, and it's almost straight. So there we go. This paper, it has some texture on it. Here, I'll hold it back a little bit. This paper has a bit of texture on here. As you can see, it's like almost raised in certain areas, or the entire thing has, like, you know, like a basket weave type of raised areas. And so that's why, even though we got great coverage off of this stamp, it doesn't fill in all the lumps and bumps of the actual paper. So lesson learned. All right, this is a good attempt. Here, I'll back you up. All right, so let's go ahead and, I mean, I like it. It is almost straight though. Not quite, but almost. Yeah, let's go ahead and knock out the front cover of this journal. And so for here, I just pulled some of my ephemera from a pack. This might have been in a Tim Holtz packet, or Tim Holtz-esque type packet that I received either on Amazon or AliExpress or something like that. I'm probably going to go with this little washi. I have this book of vintage, they're like little not stickers, they're not stickers at all, but they're like vintage vellum paper, and there's all different types of designs in here, and I believe they repeat maybe a couple of times. So yeah, I just pulled one that I thought may look good on here, and I'm going to use glue stick to get this here to the outside cover, because that will show the least. If you use a wet glue or you know, like a PVA or art glitter or something like that. Oh, let me tell you what happened to my art glitter. Well, if you use one of these, you will get, it'll show through and it'll be lumpy and bumpy. So my art glitter my art glitter glue had its own natural disaster. The pin that I made to go down inside of it, it's this little dangle right here, this little pin dangle for my glue, and it got bent inside of there and it wouldn't come out, so there's still a piece of pin down inside of there. So I transferred all of my art glitter to this little tiny bottle with a precision tip, and my pin fits down in there a lot easier because the precision tip is a little bit wider than the art glitter precision tip. But even if I wanted to use this, I can't get that pin out. It is definitely stuck down inside of there. So I transferred as much of it as I can to this little bottle. I still have maybe 3/4 of another little bottle like this I can fill up. So we're going with this for now, and luckily my glue dangle is not too heavy so that it doesn't tip my bottle over. You know, it stands up there pretty evenly, and it doesn't fall over, so I'm glad about that. Anyway, that happened today. So let's just go ahead and get this glued down. I am going to use my Scotch Create glue stick on both sheets, this paper and the vellum, and I'm just gonna grab my little glue pad here, silicone glue pad. I'm not going to do anything fancy. I could have rounded the corners on this, but who cares? Like, I'm just going to pop this on there catty-wonky, or cat-a-corner, or however they say it, yeah, and then lay that piece of vellum right on top of it. So this is going to go like so, sideways. I'm just going to try to get it centered here and here from the top and the bottom, okay? And the rest is what it's going to be. And here is my little vellum sheet. Again, I'm using art glitter glue, dries clear, and hopefully it will not have any lumps or bumps underneath this little piece of vellum. And I'm just going to place that down right there or anywhere. All right. So yeah, again, I did not like the way the framer's tape looked on the outside, so I just went ahead and covered it up with some washi as well, the same way that I did the inside. All right, so now we have that. Let's see, what else did I want to put on here? I pulled a bunch of stuff and then my desk got cluttered, so right now we have this so far. Oh, I had oh, here it is. Oh, great. Okay. I had a little floral, this is like a washi flower type. And I wanted to place this somewhere on here, probably right there will work, but I'm going to fussy cut around this. It's a little bit, you know, too much border. I guess it's okay. Let's just see what happens. I'll just pop it on, because that would require me to leave you guys and come back later with it nice and neatly fussy cut it on here, but yeah, I don't want to do that. So I just use my pokey tool to separate the front from the back of the sticker, and it works out really well. So here is the back side of the washi tape sticker, and yeah, so it comes off fairly straight. And again, I'm just going to place this on the page and close to the bottom. Okay. Oh, that looks nice. Okay, so now we have that down here at the bottom of the cover. I'm going to put something up here at the top of the cover. So now I do have to leave you guys. I have to go find a butterfly or something to go up here. So let me go do that and I will be right back. Alright, so I went and pulled my butterfly die cuts, and it's either blue with some purple or pink, and I think, I mean, looking at this, oh yeah, I'm gonna go with the pink butterfly. I put a little washi butterfly right here as well, so yeah, I'm gonna go with a pink butterfly on the outside, something that's not too big and not too small. Like, that's super tiny. I think all of the average size ones are down at the bottom. Oh, I like this one a lot. I think this is the one. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so I'm going to use red glitter and just go around the outsides and get the butterfly generally covered up with art glitter glue. Okay, and there he lives forever and ever. Okay, so that's that. I'm just gonna pop my pin back in, my glue, and grab a clip to hold down. I see them. Grab a clip to hold down this butterfly here in this section. Alright, and so for the last thing that we need to do is get our signature stitched in to the book. I went ahead and grabbed a standard, here's my standard packs of signature paper. So this is just a blend of copy paper that's coffee dyed, tea dyed, some, you know, pre-stamped ledger paper, and, you know, what have you. So that's my standard pack of signatures. Okay, this is what I generally use in the majority of my journals. I like that one. So what I did was I just took it, measured it against the book. I know that it's 6.5 by 6, and I just went ahead and cut it off. So I cut probably 2 inches off the bottom here. Here's my cut pack. Okay, so this is what I cut off of the bottom of this. Okay, including the vellum paper. So I cut that off, and that fits perfectly inside of my journal. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and get this signature stitched in. I'm going to place, I like this page. This was a cool page, that some loose leaf paper that I coffee dyed, but I folded it in such a way that it fits inside of a journal nicely, with some extra writing space with the flip of the page. So it's a little bit big. I'm gonna have to cut it down to match the rest, or I could just fold it, really. Let's see, the bottom needs to be cut, so I will do that, or the top, doesn't matter. And it's okay, this page is already like it's already unique in itself, so it's okay if it's too small or too big, or it doesn't match the rest of the pack. It's also, it's, you know, it's already a and what's the word, oblong page, or, you know, different page. I am just going to recrease the center here so that it's now over here, and I will fold in this page some more. So now this is where the fold will be. Alright, so same amount of paper, nothing much changed except for where the fold is, and I will place this right in the center signature. And look at that, it fits perfectly with no measuring, just guesstimations. Very little effort was put into that. Okay, so there's that. All right, here's my coffee and tea dyed stained papers, and I think my butterfly's dry now because, you know, it's art glitter. So, and I'm just gonna pop this in right here. Okay, so then this is what my journal will now look like. All right, I'm a little concerned about this page. Hang on, it just needs a little bit more off the top. So I'm just gonna place my ruler on there and okay, close my craft knife for safety, and we're moving on to stitching in this signature. Okay, so here we go to put in a signature. And as we've done this in the past, we've stitched in plenty of signatures. Right now I'm just looking for my twine. This is waxed twine, or you know, it's waxed thread. And I'm just gonna do 3 times the height of the journal. So if you've never done this part before, I hope you're ready for this. This is where the stitching comes in. Okay, so let me grab my, I can do it with my crocodile, but I think for aesthetic purposes I'm going to do this with my awl. Okay, so this is my awl. I'm going to give you my awl. And we're going to pop 3 holes into this journal. Okay, and to make sure that we are straight and centered at all times, I'm going to clip this down with a little paper clip or binder clip or whatever this is. Okay, so that's straight, and then I'm going to put one across the entire thing right down here. So now we have that. Okay, so I'm just training the pages to fit into the crease. This is part of what you need to do in order to get this whole thing to work. Yeah, I'm going to grab a binder clip for back here. Oh, I can use these giant paper clips. Here we go. All right, so just using my giant paper clips, I'm just going to clip the entire thing together. And you want it clipped together with the pages in its natural state folded into the journal. Okay, so if you have it wide open, you know, if you have it this way, it's not all the way into the center, and you'll see that some of your pages start to move. But if you fold it in this way and then binder clip it, you'll see that your pages are in its natural state of being closed, which is where the stitching wants to be. Okay, so enough gapping. Let me go ahead and grab my needle. So I just used some large eye needles. These are probably darning needles or quilting needles or something like that. I don't really know, but I just got them because they had a very large eye and a very dull point. Okay, so all right, and I'm going to use, I just used this little piece of foam. This is like some packaging foam from a package that I received. I mean, it's not rocket science, it's just some packaging foam. And grab my awl, and I'm not going to measure anything. I just guesstimate where I want my 3 holes to be. So about 1.5 inches from the top, I just pop a hole in there. Make sure it goes all the way through to the foam cushioning. Okay, so there's that one. And then I just slide my awl down to about halfway, pop another hole in there, making sure that it goes all the way through to the cushioning. And the last one, I put it about 1 inch from the bottom. So okay, all the way through to the cushioning. All right, And I want to tie my string off in the inside center, put a little bow and probably a little piece of jewelry or something. So I'm going to start my thread off in the center. Okay, so the inside center is where I start, and the inside center is where I will end up. And then I just take my end of the thread here and I just tuck it underneath one of these paper clips so that it does not get lost or pull all the way through in the process. And I'm just opening up these holes a little bit with the awl to make it easier to pass the needle through. Okay. So I went through the center on the coming through the back, going into the top, coming back into the inside the book, and then I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom, to the center hole, to the bottom hole, sorry, and going all the way through this way as well. I forgot to make the hole bigger with the awl. Okay, so now this should go through. Perfect. Jewelry is a hazard in crafting, okay? I know. It's because I'm doing so many other things during the day, and just always forget to take off my rings and stuff before I start crafting. And then from the bottom, okay, right here, we're gonna go back through the center right here. And this is where it all gets very important. What you want to make sure that you do is, one, do not thread through your string over here, and you want to make sure that your string that's already inside the book is on one side of this bridge, and the one that you're pushing through right now is going to be on the other side of the bridge. So there we go. Alright, so now we have this, and here's our bridge. So, of course, I threaded my needle. I'm sorry, my thread. Even though I said I did not want to do that. Problem number one. So you just have to tug and pull until it comes out. Okay. There we go. And then you want to pull it tight, but don't tear. Okay, you don't want it tearing on the outside. You don't want it tearing the holes on the inside. And now you're just going to tie it off. Okay. So I just tie it once, and then I tie it twice. And I do it once the regular way, and then the other way the uncomfortable way. Alright. So there's that, and I have plenty left over at the bottom to hang a little piece of jewelry or something on it. In fact, I can even tie this in a bow right now until I'm ready to do the jewelry part. And this is some very stiff, this is some very stiff thread. It's very coated in wax or whatever, so. Alright, and now we have that. Okay guys, so let's see what we got. Oh yeah, that's lovely. So here is our paper bag journal with a slotted pocket on one side. And remember this is what started it all. Okay, so in here I just have some laminated botanical cards. And I tuck that into my pocket down here, which is super deep. Okay, so this right here, this envelope measures 5 by 3.5. Okay, so this is how deep it is. So this is the 3.5 side. Okay, this pocket is super deep. All right, it's about 4.5 inches, about 4 1/4 inches deep. Okay, so there's that. And here are my journaling cards, which this one questionable, all right, but it's going in here. I'm just gonna tuck that in the front, and then where's the other? Oh, here it is, my little collage journaling card. And I could probably put some florals or something on here. It was just a quick to do while you guys were waiting on me. So yeah, I'm just gonna tuck that in the back there, and I hung a little dangle off of this one, the eyelet that's on there. I just put a little charm on there, a little butterfly charm, and yeah, here we go. This is it. In my back cover, I have this pocket right here, and I had a bunch of stuff in it. Oh, here they are. Okay, so here's my other envelope that I made on camera for you guys using my envelope template. Okay, this is the envelope template, and this is my envelope template card. So if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I'll put a little link to it right up here, and you can watch that video on how I made that. So I'm just going to tuck that in there. I have a little tag right here. It says, "A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles." I'm just going to tuck that right in there. And I have this cute little clover size bunny. The bunny's separate from the card. It says, "Do not hesitate. You are your own exit." It says, "I will make my choice." And I stuck a little bunny on there, and I thought that was really cute. So I'll just pop him right in there. Okay guys, that's pretty much it. Okay, you saw these tags yesterday in my slotted pocket up front. Alright, I hope you guys have a crafty day. This is such a quick, twisted Tuesday. Alright, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Stay naturally curious, guys. Bye.